Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is a lot of content to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, you guys know what's up. I appreciate you so much. I hope you enjoy your time while you're here, friends. I hope you guys are doing well. And let's get to today's reading. Today, it's for those of you that are in no contact with someone. Whoever's on your mind, we're going to be tapping in and seeing what this person's energy is towards you and whatever situation has gone on between you. And we're also going to be asking the question, what's next, if anything? As always, though, friends, it is a collective reading, so please use your own discernment and only take what resonates. With that being said, as always, we have three groups to choose from. We have a group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we have a little reading for those of you that are in no contact with someone and you're just wondering, what this person's energy is towards you and whatever happened between you guys in the situation. We are going to be asking that question, and we're also going to be looking into what's next between you and this person, if anything. As always, though, friends, this is a collective reading, so please use your own discernment. If something isn't making sense to you, it probably means that it's not your reading. So besides that, let's try to be open and see what comes through today. All right, my babies, I hope you guys are doing well, and let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. Messages for my group 1s, please. All right, think of this person, friends, the person you're in no contact with. It obviously does not have to be romantic. It could be an old friend. Just take the messages as they, apply to you and your situation. All right, thank you, Spirit. What is this person's energy towards my group number 1s? And whatever happened between them. Messages for my group number 1s. This person they're coming to this reading for, the person they're in no contact with. What's this person's energy towards my group number 1s? And the situation between them. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 1s, please. What's this person's energy towards my group number 1s? All right, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have Justice reverse. Okay, and Hangman reverse. So this tells me that with time, this person has started to view things differently. So at some point in time, this person maybe thought that, depending on what it is, it's almost like they thought something was going to turn out something else. It's almost like maybe they thought that eventually you guys would end up reconnecting, or you would end up reaching out, or maybe that they would. It's almost like, and even if you're like, no, the ending, they knew there wasn't a chance. I do think that this person thought that something was going to turn out differently. And with time, they've started to kind of think of certain things differently. So this person does feel like they're at a point in their life, or the situation between you and them led them to have to either get serious or really focus on certain things in order to move forward. So this person doesn't see themselves as someone who is where they want to be just yet. It's almost like this person is still, if it's their career or where they live or their lifestyle, or maybe relationship status. If that, it's almost like there's other things here that this person, that they feel like if it wasn't for you or whatever happened between you guys, it's almost like the energy is present. So I can't tell if it had some kind of influence, or if they feel like they needed to be single and independent to do this. That is the other thing as well, is that something about the disconnect between you guys is making this person view certain things differently. We're going to see what else we can get with that. So we have Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer, and Libra. Why the Knight of Wands in reverse? What's this person's energy towards my group number 1s and the situation between them? Why Justice reverse? Okay, so this person, I don't think that they were expecting things to turn out the way that they did with you. I'm going to double down on that because it is coming through again with this Devil in reverse. They're realizing that they needed to stop doing something or break away from something toxic, or there was something negative here, where it's like now they see it. Now they see how something either had a hold of them so strongly that it kept them from being able to see things clearly or speak the truth or see the truth, or it wasn't fair, you know. It could have been their ego. They're also realizing things about their ego. I do think they're having realizations since the last time you dealt with them. And I do think that there's certain things that make them think of you, or it makes them think of that time. I do think this person is at a point in their life where they are working on their health, or their like physical, their physical health is what it feels like. So it could just mean that they're trying to be more active, or they're trying to make more better decisions. Or if this person's like an artist or a writer, or they're creative in some kind of way, they're nurturing that side of themselves. Um, so it does feel like they're working on themselves. Why the Nine of Pentacles? Messages for my group number ones. What is this person's energy towards my group number ones and the situation between them? Why the nine? Four Cups in reverse. Yeah, it forced them to pay attention, or to realize something, or it's almost like this person, I think this person is building their confidence, and it's somehow related to you, or something that happened between you guys, and they're having realizations. It's almost like, if you're someone who works out, or you go on walks, or you exert yourself in some kind of way, it's like that moment of breakthrough. I think this person has had moments of breakthroughs when it comes to whatever happened between you guys, or, whatever is currently going on. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about the World in reverse. So this person had to take control of an area in their life where they were either neglecting it, or things weren't working out. This person could have also maybe been a runner or inconsistent. So if that's the case, this person could be dedicating something to themselves where they're building routine, or they're dedicating or committing themselves. And I think they feel like pretty good about that. They feel pretty proud about that. And because they are kind of building that up, it's almost like it allows them to see other things differently as well. All right, King of Swords in reverse. But you know what? They're not that changed. They're not that different. There's certain things that they are still stubborn on, things that maybe you guys, I don't know, talked about, or oh, my throat is closing up, because maybe it's not that you guys are talking, maybe it's that this person is watching. If you're on social media or something, this person could also go back and reread texts if they still have them, or old messages. Or if you guys knew each other from like a forum or something like that, they might go back, and it's almost like, I think they might try to get glimpses of you online, or kind of dig up information. This person, they're like, just because we're not talking, or just because I'm quiet, or I haven't been around, it doesn't mean that I'm not aware. All right. Tell me why Justice reversed with the Strength card. What's this person's energy towards my group number ones? Why Justice reversed with the Strength card? Nine of Swords in reverse. So this person, they might realize some things, but they still, I think they lack accountability in other ways. Or there's certain things that they're like, well, if that's what group number one chooses to believe, or if that's how they feel, or if that's that, then that's that. It's almost like there's certain things that they're like, that's not mine to carry, or I'm not going to worry about that, or I'm not going to feel stuck on that. But that's tied into their ego. So it could creep up on them sometimes. Why the Hangman reversed with Devil reverse? Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, these are things that they wouldn't say out loud. It's like inner victories, or it's just them, that they have these realizations, or they're making these changes. So I don't feel like this person is in a place where, like, that it would be like a good time for you guys to reconnect, if that's what you wanted. Not saying you will or you won't, but why the Nine of Pentacles with the Four of Cups in reverse? Ten of Swords. Yeah, they needed some kind of wake-up call, or there's some kind of ending here. This person could also be a little hyper independent. It's hard for them to like admit things, or accept Tell me about the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's this feeling here of, I think they want to keep their life kind of stress-free. I think they feel like that's the best way forward right now. Three of Cups, they think of the good times. Two of Wands in reverse, but they won't like come towards you, or it's not like a thought that they don't feel. It's like they don't know what's going on in your life, or, you know, yeah, it's not there. Lots of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. We also have, I said Aquarius earlier, Gemini and Libra, and we have Scorpio, strong Scorpio, Capricorn, and Leo coming through. All right. My group number ones. Let's see what's next, if anything, right, between you guys. It doesn't feel from their side like much is changing. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. What's next? What's next between this person and my group number ones? What's next, if anything? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. What's next between them and this person they're coming to this reading for? What's next between them? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. What's next between them and this person they're coming to this reading for? We have Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Cups. Messages for my group number ones. What's next between them? So this person is continuing to, you know, focus on themselves, or kind of focus on that. Let's see what this is, though. With that Nine of Cups, this tells me that someone has some kind of wish or desire. There is healing that's coming to this situation, or if you already feel like you're kind of over it, then it's just more of that. Nine of Wands. Tell me why the Nine of Cups. Messages for my group number ones. What's next between them and this person? Why the Emperor? All right. So I don't know if you guys want to hear this, but here goes. I do think that this person is going to end up coming back towards you, but it's after they reach some kind of goal or gain some kind of stability or accomplish something. They're going to be like well into their business or their money. Their finances are going to be really good. Or they're going to be at a point in their life where they're going to tell you, well, you're going to be like, oh, do you still, you know, work at that one place? And they're going to be like, oh, actually I'm the boss now. Like there's some kind of leveling up. They also seem older and more mature. But I do think that for right now, this person has some wounding to sort through. And they have to be on their own to do that. And this person also has to kind of get to this level of where they need to be. And I do think that they will be, yeah, look, Ace of Wands. And I do think they are going to be coming towards you. Now, for those of you that I said you may not want to hear this, is because I know some of you guys are like, no, absolutely not. Fuck them. You know, I'm done with that. They know they can't come back towards me. Then that's not for you. But don't disregard it that it might be someone else's message, because, yeah, I mean, it's clearly here with that Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Is it going to be sometime soon? Probably not. Are they welcome when they come back? I don't know. That's up to you. But I do think that for those of you that are open to it, I do think that you will reconnect with this person. And like I said, an indicator of the timing is going to be, like I said, they're like older, they're more mature. Five of Wands, True Love in reverse, and King of Cups in reverse. So this person, it's almost like they fight off their emotions a lot, or it's like they fight off love or connection or something like that. Maybe it's one of those things that when they reach this level, they're going to be like, oh, now I have everything, you know? But anyway, not that you have to be waiting, but that is what I am picking up. My group number ones is that what's next between you guys is, I think it's going to continue on. And like I said, if you're open to it, it seems like there's an opportunity here for some kind of spark, some kind of, you know, getting things going again, perhaps. All right. All right, let's get you guys some oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, please. Messages for my group number ones. What else can we know? We have space. Yeah, you guys needed space. Intuition. Maybe you knew this. We have success. Someone here needs to be alone in order to succeed. Yeah, you guys, this person, there's some kind of goal that they're trying to reach. And like I said, no one is telling you to wait. I'm just telling you the energy I'm picking up on is Like I said, an indicator is this person's going to be leveled up in some way. All right, we have word. So there could be something about words, a writer, or maybe you guys play like a words app or something, or crossword. Someone could be into that. Someone could be really smart. All right, we have Mos. Um, I mean, I know he doesn't go by Mos Def anymore, but in the 90s, early 2000s, Mos Def word makes me think of spoken word. So someone here could be like a poet or something about their voice, a writer, a singer maybe. We have FMV, ZV, R, Vicky, Mick, Mr., FV. All right, ZQ. My group number ones. That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you pick the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we have a little reading for those of you that are in no contact with someone and you're just wondering what the energy is. We are going to be asking the question, what is this person's energy towards you and the situation or the circumstances between you? And then we are going to be asking, what is next, if anything, between you and this person? But friends, take the messages as they apply to you in your own situation. If it's confusing or just not making sense, that just may mean it's not for you. And if I talk about, reconnecting or reconciling, and that's not a possibility, or you're not open to that, then just know that part of the reading may not apply to you. So, with that being said, let's get into it. My group number twos, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and let's see what we can learn today about what's going on with this person. All right, think of your person, friends. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for my group number twos. Messages for my group twos, please. The person they're in no contact with, the person that they're coming to this reading for, the person they're in no contact with. What is this person's energy towards my group twos? What is this person's energy towards my group number twos? Thank you, Spirit. What can we know? What can you tell us? What's this person's energy towards my group twos? What is this person's energy towards my group number twos? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group twos. Oops. That was the 10 of Wands in reverse. We'll see if that comes through again. What is this person's energy towards my group number twos? All right. So we have Devil reverse. We have a 9 of Wands in reverse. Messages for my group twos. What's this person's energy towards them? King of Cups. Okay. This person, I feel like they have love in their heart for you, or they now kind of understand something or differently. This person feels like they've given up on certain addictions, patterns, or behaviors, or toxic things. And they've kind of surrendered, or they've kind of let them go. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse tells me that they understand why you're upset, or they understand why you got frustrated, or that you wanted more, or that you needed more from them. There is a sense here of they get it. They get why you're upset, but they still have love in their heart for you. Now, this is also telling me that it took something painful, the painful ending, or something big that happened between you guys. This would be an ending. It's almost like they had to hit rock bottom in order to let go of whatever that devil was that had a hold of them. Okay. Why the 9 of Wands in reverse? The person my group number twos are in no contact with. What's this person's energy towards my group number twos? Why the 9 of Wands in reverse? We have the Knight of Wands. Why the King of Cups? Messages for my group twos. And why the Queen of Pentacles? Messages for my group twos. What's this person's energy? Yeah, so this to me feels like this person feels like they're either always going to have this soft spot in their heart for you, or there's something here that they hold dear. This 4 of Wands in reverse tells me there is no stability between you guys, but this is still something like it's internal for them, or it's something that they carry with them. I do think that there's a sense of admiration. And as I say that, the star was at the bottom of the deck. I do think that this person has a sense of admiration towards you, but they don't have the confidence or they haven't had the confidence to really do anything about it or change it up just yet. I'm going to say just yet because, we don't know if they are or if they're not. What I do know is that this person is trying to get more in touch with themselves, their responsibilities, dedicating themselves to things or figuring their life out. I do think that this person, if they're creative or if there's someone who has a lot of energy to exert, or I think they're finding different ways to kind of channel it. And I feel like the more they do this, I don't know, it's almost like they feel this connection to you. Like this person still feels a connection to you. Tell me about the King of Swords. So they know, okay, they know why you were upset or frustrated, but they also know that they're the only ones that can take actions. This person wants you to know that they know exactly why you separated yourself from them, disengaged, or moved on, or you showed them exactly what it was that they needed to move on from. It's like message loud and clear. This person, they know that they're the only ones that can do that. Again, it's like they're the only ones that can take action. Tell me why the Emperor reverse. What's this person's energy towards my group number 2s? Why the Emperor reverse? Six of Pentacles. So this person doesn't feel like they're stable or secure enough just yet. This person feels like they're either still in therapy or recovery or yeah, it could even, I just heard physical. So this could even be physical therapy, or this could be some kind of transformation. Or this person, maybe they are currently going to school or they are elevating in some kind of way. This person is on that journey right now and they don't think that they have enough to give, or yeah, it feels like this person is acknowledging that they're not ready just yet, but they also want you to know that the current path that they're on, or the current direction that they're heading in, you had a pretty big hand in that, is what I'm getting. It's like if this person knew that there was changes that they needed to make or bullshit that they were bringing to the table, and something happened between you guys and they ended up fumbling or losing out. It's like they're like, oh, I know exactly what it was. But because of that, they're not just sitting in the energy of, oh, I know. They're actually kind of doing something about it. I do think this person is in some kind of, I don't know, I want to say program, or some kind of, they've dedicated themselves to something, or they're committing themselves to something positive in their life or to help them. Tell me why the Queen of Pentacles with the Four of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, one more. So they could have given mixed signals, or there was a lot of confusion over love for them. This person, they could have been struggling with that, or things between you guys were never made clear. Yeah, Lovers reverse, because it feels like there was an issue here because of a past. Or if the past is between you guys, then again, it feels like it has a big hand in whatever transformation this person is currently going through. But there is something being highlighted about possible avoidance, or maybe an old karmic relationship, or an old way of viewing relationships or love or connection, or this person, it feels like rude awakening. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Star card. We have Aquarius energy, King of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So it's like you guys both ended up, I don't want to say losing out, but it's like, but oh, you know what? Maybe both of you got, your guys' insecurities got triggered. Tell me why the Queen of Wands in reverse with the King of Swords in reverse. Or for some of you, this could even be the type of person that they used to, like their usual type, or something that they used to go for that was like toxic. Hermit reverse, something that maybe they kept going back to. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you, this person is hopeful that there's a chance at reconnection, but they feel like you guys needed time away or time apart. So depending on how long it is, like this person doesn't think about you all the time, but you're still there, you know? It's like they're not like obsessed with thinking about you, but you're with them. And I would say they regularly kind of think about you, but it's not in this obsessive overthinking way. I think they might think of like specific things, maybe things you guys talked about or things that you guys did or what it used to be like. I do think that there is acknowledgement here, though, that you guys maybe triggered each other. All right. This person had some things in their life to deal with, is what it sounds like. Okay, friends. Well, let's see what's next between you and them, if anything. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. What's next between my group number twos and this person? What's next between them, if anything? Thank you, Spirit. The person they're in no contact with. What's next between my group number twos and this person? What's next between my group number twos and this person? What's next between them? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. What's next between them? We have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Swords. Messages for my group number twos. What's next between them and this person? All right, so we can go through like moments of time where we're like, oh my gosh, I do want to see them, or I'd love to reconnect, and then we're going to pull back. That feels like it's going to happen for a little while because neither one of you wants to make a plan, or neither one of you is actually like moving forward with coming towards the other. And it feels like if you guys were to reconnect, it's something that happens very unexpectedly, and it's not coming from you, by the way. This would be them coming towards you, or maybe you guys even like running into each other. Why the Knight of Wands? Messages for my group number twos. Hold on, guys. We dropped one. The Knight of Swords. So yeah, someone here is like, okay, I want to do something about this. Tell me why the Knight of Pentacles, because it's like the longer it goes, it's almost like it's been so long. Tell me why the Two of Wands. And it's really getting to someone that nothing is happening. So if you don't find yourself overthinking this person, then I'm going to say this is them. Like when they think about coming towards you, that's when they get really in their head. Because there is this feeling here of surprising you or unexpectedly seeing you or seeing each other. Why the Empress? Yeah, the Star card. You make this person nervous. So I think they're going to watch you at a distance. Tell me why the Tower and the Eight of Swords. Maybe you're a little nervous to see them out in the world. I think this person is going to make it, for some of you guys, this person's going to like unexpectedly maybe send you a message, or it's almost like you may know you might run into them at some point. Now we're just seeing what's next, not, what's going to end up happening definitively towards you guys. But I do see that there is some kind of stirring up that surprises you, or maybe this person, they know where you're going, or this would be somewhere where you guys know each other from. This wouldn't be a brand new place. This wouldn't be a complete shock to you if you saw them here, is what I'm feeling. Now, if this is just an online connection, then this could obviously be a message, or you see them log on or pop in somewhere, you see their name come up. And whether or not they come towards you, I don't know. That's going to be different for everyone. All right. Hangman, I don't really see much is going on, and I don't see you doing anything either, which is good. You shouldn't. You're the Empress and the Star card. All right. My group number twos, that's what I see when it comes to you and this person that you are in no contact with. All right. Let's get you guys some oracle cards and some initials. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. Messages for my group number twos. What can we know? What can you tell us? This person they're in no contact with. We have passion. You guys could have a lot of passion towards each other. We have ideation. You guys could both be fixed signs, or there could be a sense of stubbornness. Wow, look at all this fire. So the passion could go both ways, right? It's fun when it's fun, and when it gets a little spicy, it gets a little spicy. And then we have abundance. So maybe you guys met at work, success. This person thinks you're really successful, and I think that inspires them to also be successful. If that's the case, they might feel like you are like way, maybe you're like out of their league, or they feel like you're way ahead of them. Maybe that's also why they're trying to work, right? Anything else? So yeah, lots of Leo, Aries, Sag coming through. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo as well. All right, my group number 2. So yeah, let's get you guys some initials. Thank you, Spirit. Before we close out this party. All right, we have POM, Pom. Maybe someone has a little Pomeranian. We have SF. So, excuse me, someone's initials. Oh yeah, you guys, maybe communication's an issue here. I mean, I know you guys are no contact, but even when you guys were talking. We have if. I wonder if this is someone that you would argue with or that you'd get very annoyed with. All right, we have Elsie, literally LZ, so name Elsie. Liz, Lindsay, Lynn, Lion. Someone could be a Leo or has a thing for lions. PMS, yeah, moody, annoyed. We have MD, Maryland, KG, EX, and Z. All right, we'll leave those there for you guys. My group number 2 is that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 3s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we're looking into the person you're in no contact with. We're going to be asking the question, what's this person's energy towards you and the situation or the circumstances between you? And then we'll be looking into what's next between you and them. As always, though, friends, it is a collective reading, so please use your own discernment. Only take what resonates. If I happen to talk about reconciliation and that's not, something that you want to hear, it's not possible, then that part of the message is not for you. So just make sure to stay in tune with what you have going on. And besides that, let's try to be open and see what we can learn today. My group number 3s, thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you guys are doing well, my babies. All right, let's get to it. Think of your person, friends. Think of the person that you're here. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. In that case, just take the messages how they pertain. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 3s. Messages for my group 3s, please. Messages for my group number 3s. The person they're in no contact with. The person that they're coming to this reading for. What's this person's energy towards my group 3s? What can we know? What can you tell us? What's this person's energy towards my group number 3s? Messages for my group 3s, please. The person they're in no contact with. What's this person's energy towards my group 3s? The person they're in no contact with, what's their energy towards my group number 3s? All right, we have the 3 of Swords in reverse. We have the Page of Cups. Messages for my group 3s. What's this person's energy towards my group 3s? All right. So, first and foremost, I don't know how much emotion this person shared with you to begin with, because it does feel like this person's just, they almost are a little aloof or maybe emotionally immature, I would say. I do think they have a little soft spot for you with that Page of Cups. This 3 of Swords in reverse tells me that whatever happened between you guys, they're starting to feel better about it, or they're maybe moving on from it. They're healing that. This 7 of Cups with the Knight of Swords, it could tell me that maybe there's things that they think back about you, or they go over things that you guys did. And like I said, there's sweet emotion there, but at the same time, there isn't anything I'm not getting anything like really strong. It's almost like, oh, group number 3. I remember the time that we did that, or they said this, or, that was fun. With that 7 of Cups. Why the 3 of Swords in reverse? What's their energy towards my group number 3s? Why the Death in reverse? Why the Knight of Swords? Yeah, so I'm sorry, but it just kind of feels like this person doesn't, if this was a situationship, it's like this person is really they don't see anything wrong with it, or they just are very much so, I don't know, either avoidant, or they are seeking other kind of the same type of connections. It's like what they're used to, and they're just kind of like bored. It's almost like they're keeping themselves distracted, possibly. Because this Page of Swords in reverse, or I'm sorry, not the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands in reverse, that does talk about immaturity, but it also talks about their lack of accountability, or how they just don't change, or they haven't changed. So if maybe you were hoping that maybe this person had realizations, like big realizations about things that happened between you guys, or that's where their energy is at, maybe they have had realizations, but what I'm seeing right now is that they're kind of stuck in some kind of rut, or they're stuck in some kind of repetitive kind of thing that they do, or that they partake in. And they might like a lot of options, or they just like to keep busy. It's like they like to keep on the go. This person, they're not in a place where they really like to sit in uncomfortable emotions and sort through them, and at least not at the time that we're tapping in. But this person, I think that they don't like to think too deeply about it, or if they find things confusing, or between you and them, I'm going to say I don't think that this person has a clear idea as to what happened between you and them. And if they do have a clear idea, let's say it's not something that they harp on. It's not something that they're like, oh, I should really change my ways. This was a wake up call. It just doesn't feel like that right now. I do think this person has the tendencies to distract, but also I'm getting like a lack of accountability. And it feels like it's coming from a really stubborn place. All right. So that justice reverse, the fool in reverse, I don't think that this person is having these epiphanies. All right, tell me why the Three of Swords with the Ten of Wands. Why the Three of Swords in reverse with the Ten of Wands. Hermit reverse. So if this person starts to feel like in their feels over what happened between you guys, they could just like to get back out there. Or again, they like to distract. Now, maybe this person, for some of you guys, they're hopeful that you guys will see each other again. And in that case, they'd be this Page of Cups, making nice, offering an apology, or being sweet. Tell me about the Page of Cups and the Lovers. I do think they have sweet memories of you. Six of Cups, they miss you. Yeah, they do. They do view you as being this beautiful, abundant person. As it's almost like you feel like a really good to them, but they haven't really kind of changed. Why the Seven of Cups? Yeah, they haven't worked on themselves, or they haven't admitted to themselves. Tell me by the Knight of Swords with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Four of Swords. Taking a break, trying to find peace. And one more over here, please. Where the Eight? Yeah, this person, they're not in a place where they are hangman. They're not in a place where they feel confident or anything like that. I think that there's certain things this person hasn't wanted to admit to themselves, is what it's coming through like. We have so many signs showing up because we have so many majors. We have Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Libra again, Aries again. All right. All right. My group number threes. Well, now that we know a little bit about what their energy is towards you, all right, I do think they have sweet, like I said, a soft spot for you, but they're lacking accountability in another way. I don't think they're confident, or they're ready to admit something that they could do different or could have done differently. Let's see what's next between you guys, if anything. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group threes, please. What's next between my group threes and this person? Thank you, Spirit. What's next between them, if anything? What's next between my group number threes and this person? What's next between them and this person that they're in no contact with? Messages for my group number threes. What's next between them, if anything? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords. What's next between them? What's next between my group number threes and this person? Why the Four of Pentacles in reverse? I don't know. I'm going to say it's like more of the same. I feel like there's a lot of insecurities that are triggered, like even also possibly in you as well when it comes to this person, because I feel like there's this energy of anxiety or stress or feeling stuck. And this person, they haven't changed their habits or they're not any more available. And there's a sense here of feeling powerless or feeling, this person has maybe given up their power. Maybe this person's, you feel like they're trying to get your attention, or, there's something here where it's like we want attention, but we're also not kind of putting in the work. We're not kind of, it's like we want the success, we want the power, we want the attention, but we're also not kind of stepping up. So I do feel like you either want to see this person or reunite with them. Maybe you guys will at some point. But it feels like you would have your guard up. Like even if you ran into them, which I'm not sure you are, but not, because they're just still not giving you enough. So even if you did run into them, it's like they still wouldn't try or they wouldn't do anything different. So maybe you're also just like succumbing to the idea, or just knowing that this person can't give you what you need or what you want at this point. This also could feel like it's up to you as well. If you've ghosted this person or blocked this person, then, maybe that's up to you if you want to move forward. But this would be you initiating that with this Queen of Swords. And no one is telling you to. I'm just covering the story from different angles. All right. Because this Nine of Cups in reverse, Five of Pentacles, this could be ghosting energy. Someone could have gotten ghosted, or we definitely missed the other person, but there's this feeling here of not enough. All right. This person is still needing to put in the work, but it doesn't feel like they've actually maybe been honest with themselves, their ego, about that. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's like they're not investing their time, energy, and their priorities aren't, it's like they're not really making sense, even for them, for their own well-being. It's like they don't really have it together. So if this person can have it together for themselves, they definitely can't have it together for you, babe. All right. My group number threes, that's what I have for you today. Let's get you guys some oracle cards and some initials before we send you on your way. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes, please. The person they're in no contact with. We have ideation and reflection. All right. So I think it's very hard for this person to reflect. Maybe you've been reflecting as well. Ideation, lots of thoughts, pain, thoughts bringing pain, like overthinking maybe. Reflecting on pain, so you could be feeling like protecting yourself, and caution. Yeah, I don't think this person feels a little stubborn, you guys. I don't think that they've gone through major change since maybe the last time you guys were in contact or spoke. All right, we have HQ, headquarters, maybe something about headquarters or someone's home. We have Mr. MD, F, H, HUM names, HUM, not the bum, PUM. All right, we have P, Pete, Fizz, FZ, and X. DB, Molly, Monica, like Melvin or something like that. I don't know. We have Mum. Someone here could be a parent. F names. But I almost said Virginia, which is not an F name, but just throwing that in there since it popped in my head. Robbie, Rod, RD. All right. My group number threes, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.